Hello, Pastor David McKinley here from Central Schwenkfelder Church. This Sunday we're going to be starting a new sermon series on the life of Solomon, arguably Israel's most glorious king. He was known for his wisdom and his riches and his influence. Now, one could say that King David was the best and the strongest king that God's people ever had, but his son Solomon certainly made quite an impression. He was the king that oversaw the United Kingdom, at least for a time, and he was the king that oversaw the building of the temple, Solomon's temple, which was one of the most marvelous structures in all of biblical history. It's interesting how Jesus refers to King Solomon in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 12. He's talking about anxiety, and this is what he says. "For this reason I say to you, do not be anxious for your life as to what you shall eat, or for your body as to what you shall put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens, they neither sow nor reap, they have no storeroom or barn, and yet God feeds them. How much more valuable are you than the birds? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single cubit to his lifespan? If you cannot do even a very little thing, why are you anxious about other matters? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, but I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory did not clothe himself like one of these." And so Jesus is proving the point that even the smallest, most insignificant of God's creatures, the lilies of the field, are so beautiful, so magnificent in their presentation, that even the greatest, the most glorious king that Israel ever had, his arraignment paled in comparison to the beauty of the lilies of the field. And so it's a wonderful reminder that God certainly has our lives in his hand. He takes care of us, he feeds us, he clothes us, he gives us joy, and he's certainly with us during our sorrows. So I hope that you will be encouraged today in your faith, in your reliance upon the Lord Jesus, knowing that God has your life planned out. He wants you to trust in him. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. That, of course, comes from the book of Proverbs that was largely written by King Solomon. I hope to see you this Sunday. Good things are happening at the church. Renovations continue to happen, as well as visitors every Sunday, and we'll be welcoming several people into our fellowship on November the 12th and November the 19th. But this, of course, is November the 5th this week, and we will celebrate All Saints Sunday, where we will recognize those loved ones, those members of our church that have passed on into glory. And we certainly hope that those families in attendance will be comforted by our remembrance of their loved ones. May God richly bless you, and I hope to see you soon.